First tonight, the St. George City Council approved a controversial pay scale for the incoming leadership. These salaries will go into effect after the election in March.
News 2's Gabby Davis spoke to the transition district treasurer about the impact this could have when voters head to the polls.
Sylvia, it was a packed city hall as residents of St. George shared their opinions on the proposed salaries, but the council was adamant on making a decision tonight.
But the proposed $175,000 seems excessive.
I would suggest that if you're going to move forward with these salaries, if you're running for office, you make a pledge. Don't take your salary.
After many public comments in opposition to the proposed salaries for city leaders, in a 5-2 vote, St. George officials approved a reduced pay scale for incoming new administration. The full-time mayor's salary will be $160,000. The full-time police chief's salary will be $140,000.
The police chief will actually be the liaison back with the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office, but also to define what additional services do we want to pay for out of our budget that's not being taken care of by the property taxes that we pay for the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office.
While a part-time city council salary will be $36,000.
I don't want a full-time mayor who's working 60-plus hours a week to then still have to go get a second job to make ends meet. Do you really want that for St. George?
If voters approve the Home Rule Charter in March, St. George will have a full-time council manager form of government, according to Transition District Treasurer Chris Riles. But interim mayor Dustin Yates doesn't see it that way.
This idea that the Home Rule Charter is a council manager form of government really is inaccurate. It's a hybrid form. The council will do what a legislative body does, and the mayor will have veto power on the other side of that.
But Riles believes the approved salary for the mayor is too high.
If the Home Rule Charter is not voted on, I think the mayor, who has all executive authority, the appropriate salary ought to be somewhere between what Lafayette has and Lake Charles, which is between $135 to $145.
He also says it raises a question. Does St. George need a full-time mayor?
I don't think that a mayor who is going to be having no authority deserves that same salary. And in fact, I would argue they've just made the case to defeat the Home Rule Charter.
St. George residents will vote on the Home Rule Charter March 29th. The new salaries will go into effect July 1st. Michael?